Hey everybody, it's Kim. I wanted to show you how I made this delicious use it up meal, my mashed potato frittatas. Much of my food preparation revolves around using up things before they go bad. So tonight, to make this mashed potato frittata type thing, went through the refrigerator and saw what needed to be used up. I have some sliced onions. I got a terrific deal on some pre-cooked bacon that is going to expire in a couple of days. 3 of these are in the freezer, and I only paid $1.25 a piece. Haven't had bacon in a very long time because of the price. I have a little piece of cheese left. I have some mushrooms that need to get used up. I have more than enough eggs. My girls are laying at least 6 or 8 a day. Of course, I wanted to use up these mashed potatoes from dinner last night. And I even found I just have a little bit of butter to use up. So I am first going to warm up my cast iron pan. And I'm going to add the butter that I have left so I can wash my butter dish tonight before I fill it up again. Well, since leaving a little bit behind. And I'm going to caramelize those onions, which is going to take quite a long time. I have the heat on medium low, and I'm just going to add all of my onions because if I don't need them all, they're cooked and I can use them for another meal. Oh, come on, everyone has to come out now. Everyone, don't leave anybody behind. And I'm going to add, you guys know I don't use a lot, but I'm going to add some salt because it helps the onions sweat down really, really good. I think we need just a little bit more. And potatoes are kind of bland. So we're going to let this go low and slow. Probably going to take 10 minutes or so. And just let these get nice and golden brown. So that's the first step in my dinner tonight. While my onions are going, I am going to chop up my bacon, and then I will shred my cheese and get my eggs in a nice big bowl and get them all mixed together. But like I said, it's a slow process, so it's going to take time for that to get done. So I don't need to rush through this part. So, get this ready to go. I'm going to take my eggs for right now and get them kind of mixed, just scrambled up a bit. I'm going to add my potatoes straight to it with some pepper. And then I will add the rest of the ingredients. So just put, you guys know I don't use a lot of salt, but helps with my eggs a little bit. Just a dash. And some pepper. And I'm just going to mix those up real quick. Have to find ways to use a lot of eggs. They're very good protein. We are not huge egg eaters. To sit down and eat like just a mashed, not mashed, scrambled egg and piece of toast. It's not one of my favorite things. Not really a huge egg eater, although I love my chickens. And then I'm just going to dump my mashed potatoes right in there. This is cool because you could scale it up to whatever size. And I tried this once before with the dried. I have some dried hash browns that I bought in a big number 10 can. And that worked really well to make kind of, at that point I made them into like little fritters or something like that. So I'm going to get all this mixed up. Wait for my onions to get done here. Just thinking I wish I had some more potatoes because this is a little bit thin. Went back to the refrigerator and I forgot I had some from 2 nights ago. So I'm going to add those as well. Like I said, I'm trying to get rid of, I hate having these little bowls. They're not enough for all of us to have a full meal. Oh, this is going to be huge. And this will have leftovers too, which we can have for lunch and stuff. And I try to mash my potatoes in. I don't mind a few lumps, but I don't want it super lumpy. Now I feel I like that egg to potato. Probably like 4 eggs. I know it's 4 eggs and 2 cups of potatoes about. Onions are starting to get brown. You don't want them to get burned, but these have been on here for a good 12 minutes, and you're seeing they're starting to get some nice color. Just keep it slow and let them work at it. The slower you go, the sweeter they get and the better flavor they get. Got some decent color on my onions, so I'm going to remove those from the pan. I don't want to put such hot stuff in those eggs right away, so I let it cool a little bit in between. And oh boy, here we go. Can I do it? Yep. All right. While everything cools down a little bit after I saute the next batch, then I go outside and do my night chores, putting my animals to bed. And then I will mix everything together. So I'm going to add that bacon and my onions, let them start cooking together. Render out that, it's not, the bacon's a little, it's not very crisp. And it kind of tastes a little bit greasy, so I want to get some of that extra out of there and let these mushrooms get rid of some of their water. Don't want to do it too fast again. Get rid of some of the water, and I think I'm going to add a little bit of garlic to that. And let it all cook slowly together. You don't have to do it quite, this is a use it up. So I do it slow. I can be doing other things at the same time in the kitchen. My dishwasher broke, so I could wash up some dishes. My dishwasher's turned into a glorified drying rack. Then I could put those away and get ready for the dinner dishes. So I think I will do that while these are cooking. Okay, I have my pan off. I don't want it screaming. It's not screaming hot, but I don't want it too hot because I don't like the bottom of an egg dish for me to be too dark. So I have my potatoes and eggs. You can see they're kind of thickened up a little bit because I have a nice amount of potatoes in there. It's just a matter of, I'm not going to use all my onions. I think I'm going to save that for another meal. I am going to use all of the bacon and mushrooms. Don't worry, my hands are clean. And my cheese. This is such a good throw together meal. If you had already pre-cooked onions and stuff, it would have been just a matter of throwing it together and putting it in the oven. So I don't know if that's going to work, but mix it up. Let me get that out of the way. And I will just use my scoop. Stir in everything really well. That is going back into my cast iron pan. Then I'm going to put this in a preheated, which has been preheating, 350 degree oven for 20 to 30 minutes. It's really going to depend on how many potatoes, eggs, and whatnot you have in there. Once it's done, if you like a nice golden top on it, you could throw it under the broiler for a few minutes to get a nice top on it, but unfortunately my broiler is broken, so that's not going to happen. But 350, 20 to 30 minutes. My beautiful use it up mashed potato frittata is done. Before, right in the last few minutes, I looked and found another little chunk of cheese. It was about 1.5 ounces or so. And I took some of that pre-shredded, grated Parmesan stuff in the green shaker top. Mixed them both together and just sprinkled it on the top and let it melt really nice. It would be beautiful if I put it under a broiler, but can't do that. So this is such a good way to use up whatever you have. I would have loved to have put some broccoli in here, but I know certain people in my house wouldn't touch it. You could do that instead of the mushrooms or with the mushrooms. It would be wonderful with asparagus. If you laid the asparagus in a pattern on top, like a radiating sun, it would be gorgeous and it would taste good and it would be company worthy. You can put it on a buffet or something like that. And you could use sausage or ham instead of bacon, whatever you like. It's just a good way to use up those little bits and pieces. All right, you guys, let me know what you think. I think it looks pretty good. A little bit of broccoli, and I have a very complete meal tonight. Could have been done in one pan if I put the broccoli in it, but either way, it's going to be great. You guys have any comments or you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.